Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen in Discord. Alright, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Alright, so when a raid first starts happening, um, set that, like, I'm gonna talk about an example where everybody in the raid is already a part of a roster, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Um, so I wanna make sure light and you get a shield. Alright,
Yeah,
I
I'm
hope
here.
you're both in. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna open CLM. You're gonna go to raids. You're gonna select what roster, and you're gonna put a name for the raid. So this, I'm gonna go test. Hit OK, and then hit create raid. All right, and that's what I normally do when everything has started out. The raid hasn't officially started. Once you're getting ready to pull, you right click on the raid you created, start selected raid. Oh, I need to convert this to a raid. There we go. So when you start the raid, starting EP goes out. And then when the raid's over, you just end it, and then ending EP goes out. All right. So we are going to roll out a piece of loot. Now, normally, like, say a piece of loot drops, when you go to auctioning, the loot that dropped is going to show up in here. But sometimes greens will show up, or what is it, the living embers, whatever the caster staff ones are. Those
How'd
all
you get to the
drop.
auction?
What's that? Oh, so you go to the CLM or icon, wherever it is.
Oh, right click.
Yeah, and then auctioning. So the loot that drops, it'll populate over here on the left. If you right click on the piece of loot, it removes it. If you hit clear, it removes everything. So I have gargle turned on. Let me get rid of gargle. I just use gargle to automatically grab everything off the boss and announce it in the raid. Okay. So say this is what is in your bags because this is what recently dropped. If you want to get rid of it, right click on the icon and it gets removed. If you want to get rid of everything, hit clear. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. Okay. So to auction a piece off, if you've cleared everything out, you hit Alt and left click and it adds it. Be careful because if you click on the item multiple times, it adds the adds additional quantity, and it also throws an alert right here that the quantity is increased. So you want to make sure that, say, the same piece dropped twice, this shows up twice. So for an example, like we're going to also do, like, say this whiptail dropped twice. Oh, hold on. What? It's There we go. Why is this acting so weird? All right, let's try this.
Want to show us how to do it?
All right, so we have this piece dropped twice, and then so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I double check that the correct amount of items that dropped off of the boss are in the rolling window and they're the right items. And then you start rolls. So this starts the auctioning for everybody. And on this panel, you could see the incoming rolls for everything. And then when you hit stop, or if you hit stop or manually or the timer goes off, you get to the auctioning management. So we could go through the list. It shows what the PR is and what the roll is. And then you go through and you do your awarding. So let's start right here. So because these two pieces go, so we're going to do... hold on. Why is this doing two?
I think maybe because it had a bunch of stuff added and then removed and added and removed.
Yeah.
It probably got all wonky.
So we'll... and then do the awards. So count.
You got to step through one at a time for the awards.
Yeah. Because you got to go through and see who won and see if it's
and then
mid-spec and off-spec.
Yeah, and then you choose the winner.
Yep. Do not disturb. So this only one. Light has a higher PR. Award. Light has the highest PR. He's a loot hog. Light won that.
Damn, what is my PR right now?
This is officer testing, so you have shit PR.
Oh, okay.
It's irrelevant. It's a completely separate team that we mess with.
So
okay, gotcha.
The Cinder Bloom, Light won this. And then this, nobody won it. Nobody rolled on it. So you click the disenchant button right here. Okay, so that's getting disenchanted. And then when you click the disenchant, when New Year drops, it won't show up on here because it's already tagged as getting disenchanted. Normally what I'll do is I have my bags open, like at the beginning of the raid. I auto sort everything.
Welcome.
So
We've been expecting you.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'll tell him.
All right, 0. Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
So it seems pretty simple overall.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's easy for things to snowball and become a big pain in the ass. But like I said, I like to keep my bags sorted to where new stuff is at the top. And then for stuff that gets disenchanted, I take it and move it down here. That way, just new drops are always at the top. That's why, like, I get frustrated sometimes when my bags like get screwed up. And then after the auctioning is over, if you right-click on the CLM icon again, and you go to Trade List, it opens up this handy little window. So if people are next to you, if you right-click on it and open trade, it open trades with that player and automatically puts the item in the trade window. And then it's just a matter of going through the list and trading the loot to each other. It becomes very annoying when people are opening trade with you when you're trying to go through the trade list. Because, like, say I'm trying to trade with Light, but then all of a sudden Sonnet opens trade with me. It's going to stop my trade with Light, and it's going to end up starting to trade with Sonnet. It's a pain in the ass. That's why I get kind of snippy sometimes when I get spammed with people, because people are like, I'll have like 5 people opening a trade with me sometimes. It's very annoying. So yeah, any questions?
No, but it seems simple enough.
Yeah. Did one of you two, or Sonnet, are you raiding tonight, or are you not?
Yeah.
Does either of you want to do loot tonight, or do you want me to like help you walk through it, or I don't have an issue running it. And if you right click on this and go to remove, you can clear it out. I normally use. I also have Gargle. It specifically because Gargle creates a window for loot that needs to be passed out that shows what the amount of time is left on being able to trade the item.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But if your game crashes or you have to reload your UI for some reason, that timer stops working.
Gotcha.
So then you have to
I'm say what happened last week.
Yeah, and then the other thing that's a pain in the ass is when that happens, the gear doesn't say like tradable for blah 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 X amount of time. So you literally got to open trade with somebody and like try to trade the gear to them to see if it's tradable still.
Gotcha. Hey, I'm gonna share and I'm gonna walk through the process and just to make sure I know how to do it.
Yep, I'm gonna stop recording.